Gonna play some more events with Operation Dumbo Drop. This is the Quintoris version of the Cascade deck, or the Discover deck, I guess. I like this one. I always liked this one better. It just wasn't quite as good until they nerfed Geomancer, and now Geomancer is actually bad because you can use Quintoris instead. So this deck is a one card combo deck, whereas if you can land Quintoris and they can't remove it, then you just win. The way it works is we have 4 Spark Doubles and 4 Metamorphs, and these are the only cards in our deck that cost 4 mana. You play Quintoris, you discover 4, you copy Quintoris with one or the other. As soon as you get a Spark Double copy so that you can have multiple clones in play, you can then copy the Spark Double copy with your other copy spell. Every time you play a card from exile, the opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Eventually, you have like 8 Quintorises, so every card you play is dealing 16 damage and giving you 16 life. It's a control deck. We accomplish this by playing a bunch of MDFC cards, and it's also a domain deck. So you can look at the Oliphants as basically land. So what does this do? So we have Consign. It bounces a permanent or makes the opponent discard 2 cards. This is good because it's our most generic 2-mana removal spell. We also have Leyline Binding. We run a package of Triomes that allows us to, if we have one, to always be able to get Domain with Mountain Cycling. We run 6 Ramp spells in the form of Treasure Generators. And we also run an alternate win condition of Torrential Gearhulks. These are good against like control decks and stuff. You can play it at the end of their turn. They have to respond to it. And then you can try to combo out on your turn. We have Carnosaurs as an alternate win condition as well. If you play this, eventually you will cascade into Quintoris and be able to do your combo the normal way. We have, as our control package, we have 4 Leyline Bindings because we're a domain deck. We have 4 Consigns. So Consign's very good in conjunction with Leyline Binding because you can play the Leyline Binding out early. And then, if you want, you can eventually, if they play something scarier, you can bounce your own Leyline Binding and play it again on whatever they've got. We run 2 Kalimjin Emperors. This is slight amount of control, but also an alternate win condition against control. It gives us something to work towards. Can give us a little bit of card draw and something to work towards. And then we have 1 Colossal Sky Turtle, and this is because we can potentially recover things from our graveyard, and or bounce things. So that's the deck. The order of play is usually something like this. This is our combo package. So we have 14 cards devoted to the combo, 6 cards devoted to ramp, that's 20 cards, and then 13 cards devoted to control, and then we're running, where's our land count? 23 lands, but we have 4 land cycling, so essentially 27 lands. We could maybe go down a single land. So if I was going to do that, I would probably drop 1 Steam Vent, and we would then pick up either Callum, Gearhulk, or maybe another turtle. I think another turtle would be nice. Give us more recursion. It's a bounce spell. It's a recursion spell. It can't be countered, and also it's a potential threat if push comes to shove. I don't really have a sideboard because we're in. This is a deck I generally play in best of 1, but if I was going to build one, I would have Bedex in here against creature decks so that you could sub out things like Gearhulks or something like that for some more removal. So that's it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Triomes as far as tap lands go. Those are all our tap lands. And the cool thing about this package of Triomes is, say I have any of these Triomes, so I have this one. So this is red, blue, white. That means we need green, black. Well, red, green, black. So for any one of these, and also any one of our dual lands, we should be able to cycle into Domain. All right, that's it. Let's play some events. Play some events. Get some cards. I think this deck is pretty competitive. I don't know if I would call it tier 1. I think it's pretty safely occupied by wizards. But it's definitely at the very least tier 2, and it's like borderline tier 1. Like, it's strong. Any deck that has one card, like you just play a card and immediately win the game. You don't have to play 2 cards or different cards or anything like that, is generally speaking going to be pretty good. Alright, so we've got Ramp, we've got Quintoris. Spark Double's not ideal, but we have 2 Ramp spells in Quintoris, so we're definitely keeping it. We can go off on turn 4. Should be able to. Waiting on opponent to decide if they're going to keep their hand or not. We also run things like channel lands. We could conceivably run more, but we have to be careful to run a lot of red and white so that we always have Quintoris mana. So I'm going to play Foundry tapped and pass the turn. I've always liked the Quintoris combo a little bit more. It's harder to interact with than the creature-based combo, because it's a planeswalker, so the spells that you need to get rid of it are more specific, which is nice. Opponent might be on blue-white control. Got the Fairy Avatar. Yeah. Yep, it's blue-white control. So I think we actually have a better matchup against blue-white control than the other form of this combo, but we'll see. Play untap land. Play... Huh. Twitch overlay's not updating. Oh well. Alright, opponent, do whatever you're gonna do. Don't care about that. It is annoying. This is probably our worst matchup with this deck. Blue-white control and wizards. One is too fast for us and the other is just obviously a pain in the ass. Okay. Channel a Magma Opus. Get some treasure going. We'll just play another tap land and make more treasure. Holding up a Seiju and Creative Outburst. We won't be able to just try to go next turn, I don't think, unless he taps out, which is highly unlikely. We want to at least have enough mana to not get No More Lies. Do this and make more treasure. The end of his turn. And I am going to play Quintoris here, just on the off chance that he doesn't have an answer. We have multiples, so let's reveal the game. I'm sure he has an answer. Okay, that's reprieve. Gonna run it out again, since he knows about this one. This again, that's fine. So we'll keep running this one out. Ooh, very.
I know, Myros. Keep up the pace.
Best draw would be a untap red-green land, because then we could leyline binding the Teferi and force him to interact with that. I think we will go ahead and wait it out. And take the Teferi. If he tries to kill the leyline, we can bounce it and replay it. To get lost is great.
Hold that thought.
Best draw now is any land, so that we can force the confrontation over binding here. Right. Pass the turn. We want to leyline on his turn, obviously. Sure. It's not good, because he gets a Callum here. We can't really do anything about it.
How long do you want to wait for a rematch?
Okay, second Teferi. So if we found another bounce, you could bounce this and make him legend roll the Teferis and then play it again. It's a fun interaction. But it's not looking great for this round. I mean, obviously we're trying for Quintoris again here. We would like to hit No More Lies mana. That means another Gearhulk might be okay too. I wish I could run. Alright, you lost. I wish there's a way to run the halfling in this, but unfortunately it's not really viable. Because you doing this combo has basically a deck building restraint similar to like a companion or Charbelcher. Like the deck building constraint with Charbelcher is you can't have any lands. The deck building constraint with this deck is you can't have anything that costs air quotes cost less than 4 mana. You can use spells that cost less than 4 mana, but they need to be like 2-face spells that have a bigger mana cost on the other side. So on the draw, we have Callum Metamorph. But we have plenty of land. I think it's fine. Turtle's not bad either. Shock this in. We have Callum for whatever they do here. Yeah. Sure. Go ahead and set a stop at the combat phase. Go ahead and channel that Sky Turtle. Is this okay, it's not. I was hoping that this would be like a actual land type. So we got some options here. I could metamorph a land, which is probably the most tempting thing to do. Alright, hopefully he doesn't have any infinite combos here. Trosar is kind of bananas, huh? Okay. Huh. Okay, we just win. Sometimes you just win. So when you use the surgical metamorph, if you copy the one that you got from the spark double, it also is non-legendary. Something to work for a second too. Alright. I'm going to be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Take care of some actual work stuff real quick. Pedro Alfonso. This is a bad hand. This is better. Still not great. I'm gonna hang on to it though. I think Gearhulk might be a little ambitious. So we just cycle for a land here. Hopefully opponent's slow. I think probably in general this is our most useful. Now I need green and black. Let's just take green here. We're gonna shock it in so we can start making treasures too. I mean, that's pretty annoying. It doesn't really impact our overall game plan. Does change the fact that we don't want to discard our Magma Opus yet. We're just chilling. We have Bounce Spell, we have Carnosaur. Next turn we can cast Carnosaur. Just chilling for now. Next turn we can cast the Sky Turtle. Okay, sure. Green blue flash. Yeah, let's get another treasure here. So now we're gonna play turtle. Or no, we're gonna just play turtle. Okay. Let's test the water. No counter. Blocks Brazen Borrower. to cope with the Sky Turtle, he's got to commit something to the board. So we like that. Do flash. Alright. Awesome.
Anyone who harms my people must
Cool.
contend with me.
Nice, nice, cool, cool. You lose. We want to encourage them to spend mana on their turn, right? Like, this is fine. Of course. By all means. Because they don't have the ability to stop this with their board. Alright, hit a Quintaurus before I run out of spark doubles, please. Jesus Christ. We may be burning out. Well, you need to hit a Quintaurus by now. So we're down 2 and 2. There's 4 more in the deck, which is enough. Okay, we hit. Now we need to hit a spark double. Shit. Alright, well, this becomes Carnosaur. With Carnosaur is like our backup plan, we normally want to be casting Quintaurus. Okay, there we go. So we finally got this, but we're not going to get a ton of value out of it. 3 of these down, 2 of these down, so we have 3 clones in the deck. This is the last clone, I think. Yeah. So if this is the last clone, we're better off doing this. Okay, we might actually still be able to win. We can still win. Because we have Quintaurus still. So we copy Carnosaur here, because that's the last clone in our deck, which means we're definitely going to hit a Quintaurus. And that'll finish it. He had a board wipe, so I was trying to finish it there. Alert. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so I'm gonna be like off and on for the next hour, like just. Alright. Got something I'm trying to go over here. I probably should have taken sand. Shit. Well, no, we have Ramp and we have Quentin. Quintori Tino. Right. This. We're full ramp mode here. I'll take one of those. Sucks. But let's see what he gets.
I will not stop.
We'll just try Rexia. Alright. Sometimes you just win the game. That's a problem for me, actually. So he plays Portal, kills this Quintoris. Yeah, that's a big problem. So maybe the other one is better. Maybe the other clone is better. The nice thing about these is being able to use them on turn 3 is like a combo piece. Okay, he kills that, sure.
I will not lose another friend.
How do I deal with... Okay, I have an idea. Yeah, I have an idea. So we're gonna clone Cav 2 times next turn, hopefully. Sure. So let's clone Cavalier. Oh, whiff. That hurts a lot. Let's next turn it up. We still can win. It's getting less likely. Having one of these for the Karn board is actually pretty nice. You could plus on that, man. Sure.
There is great power in the things we make.
So we can still win because all the surgical metamorphs are out of our deck. But we need to hit a Quintoris. Activate Lair of the Hydra. There you go. This is kind of fun. I'm trying to think, how do we win this? So I could play this, but I don't need that. I need this. That's bad. That's good. Alright. So you're saying there's a chance. Oops. Alright. We're still in it. We can consign that Carnosaur, and it goes to our hand.
I am proud to have fought. My purpose is greater than myself.
If I consign... No, I think we're just dead now, right? Yeah, we're dead. Alright. Yep. If I had one more mana, we could get back Leyline Binding. Alright. We're dead. Lethal board. Alright, so we're back here. Let's see. I'm gonna play with this. I don't like it. And this is much better. We're content to just play slowly. I mean, we get a chance. We play Quint. Quentin Condentino win the game. Raining elephants. Four mana. I'm not doing anything. All burn spells, I guess. I'm content to chill for the moment. Yep, we're just content. We have 2 bounces. We can bounce 2 of anything. So we can just chill here. Eventually we'll get another, like, decoy threat. Alright. Minion, sure. This is a minion of the mighty deck. They just had a bad hand. Why did you play that after combat? It's after combat, opponent. It's after combat, opponent. Play Quentin. We can at least try. If he's got burn, that's fine. It's a lot less likely to have burn now that we know what he's playing, though. Maybe just elephant machine gun. Alright, so let's looking at this. Um, Yep. Sorry, I'm doing two things at once here. Actually gonna go on a break. So, like, I'm trying to put out some fires, so I'm not going to be available. I'm just going to call it here and come back later and finish. Sorry.